For Wall Street Media, this is Tyler. I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you can't find anywhere else.
Hey, Tyler.
Howdy, Doug. What is that for?
I'm excited. We have super cool stuff. I love the Biotechs, man.
You do,
and
don't
Lazard have a great one. This is like Christmas in November for Doug.
This is something similar to that for me. All right, you can find this, the conference at wsw.com/webcast/LZ and the number 5. First up, we've got Alex Suchik. He's the VP of Strategy, and Van Gon, the VP of Finance for Intuitive Surgical. Their ticker is ISRG. They talked about 4 areas of focus: urology, gynecology, cardiology, and general surgeries. They explained their multiple FDA clearings and have placed their robotic machines for minimally invasive surgery in hospitals.
These guys were the hottest stock in the world. If you were lucky enough to be a specialstock.com subscriber, you got in with us at $70-some. And if you were a lot smarter than the other guys, you got out when they were at $400 a share a year ago.
Wow.
They've taken on, they've had like a ridiculous pullback. And I think what's happening now is the baby's getting thrown out with the bathwater. And like, oh God, you know, these guys are having a bad time about the banks are in trouble, right? Intuitive Surgical has these super expensive robotic machines, right, that are doing wonderful things, and it's more stable, and they can do them remotely, right? Their business isn't hurting. Their business is doing well, right? But they've just gotten slaughtered with all of the other stocks. Right? You know, and I see quite a few of these. And I was even, I emailed Andy, but he didn't get back to me. He probably thought, oh, peasant. But, you know, about
oh, look, it's Doug.
Yeah, look, little man, don't give me your thoughts. Andy's the smartest guy in the world, literally. And I gave him my 2 cents on biotech. You have to listen to me. He doesn't. And what I think is happening is I think people are selling off the biotechs for no other reason than they're treating them like other stocks, like, oh, the market's down, the economy's bad. And as long as the company has a good market, like these guys are already in. Everybody has the product, and they're booming and growing and moving into more markets, and it's doing well, and everybody's going to use the robotic surgery option, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to get impacted,
yeah,
right? And the same for like a biotech that's got products in the pipeline in phase 2 or phase 3 or waiting FDA approval, right? As long as they have, if they're not too early stage, right, and they have enough money to get them through whatever phase they're at or however long it is until the FDA is going to approve them, the economy doesn't matter. The economy doesn't matter.
Right.
And it's ridiculous to me to listen to Aspen Bio yesterday at Lazard, right, who I love, get up and say, like, man, we're in a trial now. It's the last stage of the trial, and it's filling up early. It's going to be done ahead of schedule, and we think it's going to do wonderfully. And we have an even better one coming after this, their 45-minute app score test. They're going to replace it with a 15-minute one as soon as this one gets approved.
Awesome.
Right? And to see their stock go down.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
But you know what? You guys run scared. I'm going to be on Park Avenue spending your money. I bought some more of their shares. It's going to get approved. It's going to save 100,000 Americans a year from having to get unnecessary appendix removal, right? And right now, 100,000 Americans a year come in with them already burst.
Right.
And all of the CT scan damage they said it's going to be 1 in 50 cases very soon of cancer are going to be from all these excess CT scans. And the appendix tests that they're doing that now are not as good as their API score, right? And I thought, what else do you need?
Seriously.
Right? Free
what
beer.
Do you need for the stock to go up?
At our annual meeting, we have free beer. I mean, what the hell? And the stock is down because the rest of the market is down. But it doesn't make sense.
Right.
These aren't like 10 years from now, we might be able to come up with something practical to do with this molecule that, you know, in a test tube in New Jersey.
Right. And in the meantime, we're going to be spending millions of dollars.
No, and guys, don't let them scare you off with this stuff. And I watch, and that's exactly what happens.
Awesome. And yeah, I'm there with you, man. From the Lazard conference, we also had Ron Cohen. He's the CEO of Accorda Therapeutics. Their ticker's ACOR. He talked about their new drug Fempridine SR, which is currently in a phase 3 to improve walking ability in MS patients. They expect an NDA filing in 2009. Tom Hook, president and CEO of Greatbatch, ticker GB, he revealed the company's plans to broaden into orthopedics and vascular markets in the next year, and he also talked about their strategy to develop components to MRIs in 2009. Tim Gerton, President and CEO of Varian Medical Systems, ticker VAR. He talked about the expanding market for their proton therapy machine and the growing need for radiation therapy for cancer around the world. Mark Durad, CFO of Massimo Corporation, ticker MASI. He talked about their focus on innovation with plans to launch their acoustic respiration monitoring system in 2009. Dan Bradbury, CEO of Amylin Pharmaceuticals, ticker AMLN. He talked about the near-term goal of submitting the NDA for exenatide once weekly, the diabetes drug, as soon as possible in order to bring it to market and drive revenue growth. Spiro Rombotis, President and CEO of Cyclacel Pharmaceuticals, ticker CYCC. He talked about therapeutic management of patients with cancer. Development of targeted drugs prescribed as monotherapy or in combination is one of their focuses. Sapacitabine is one product in this area that the company is developing, targeted for myelodysplastic. Help me out here, Doug.
Myelodysplastic syndrome.
Thank you very much. MDS.
Saying it gave me a syndrome. I think we both have idiot syndrome.
I would agree with that.
You do fabulous at these.
This is difficult. So for MDS and salicylib is their drug in development for, man, this is a joke, nasopharyngeal cancer. Not bad.
Why not pronounce you Dr. Tyler?
Seriously. Dave Gerska, CEO of Celgene Corporation, ticker CELG. He talked about advantages of Rulimid in IM, including unprecedented survival rates, oral convenience, and the length of treatment. Also, Vidaza is the first and only drug to show transfusion independence. Colin Broom, CSO of Viropharma, ticker VPHM. He talked about Cinryze, a drug targeting hereditary angioedema, which is a life-threatening genetic disorder. Their drug was approved by the FDA on October 10th, 2008 for cytomegalovirus, which tends to cause complications with post-transplant and in HIV patients, cancer patients, and in neonates. The company is developing Maribavir.
You are fabulous at this.
That one was terrible. Maribavir, thank you, which has shown strong phase 2 data. Vancomycin is another product, the only approved product to treat Clostridium difficile infection. Doug Mitchells, CEO, Director, and President of OraSure Technologies, their ticker's OSUR. He talked about the potential and the current strategy to bring OraQuick HIV to the over-the-counter market. An FDA meeting is set for December 2008 to finalize unobserved user study protocols. Arlene Morris, CEO of Affimax, ticker AFFY. He announced completing enrollment in a dialysis trial, which is in phase 3, and now they will be following the last patient for 52 weeks. Currently on phase 2 of a new drug, hematide, that is given only once a month to pre- and non-dialysis patients. It's a very convenient drug because it will be a great way to save money. It reduces administrative burdens and nursing time. We have Elizabeth Rue, President of Investor Relations, and Paul Clancy, the CFO of Biogen IDEC. Their ticker's BIIB. They talked about some of their phase 3 studies, including BG12 for the treatment of MS, humanized anti-CD20.
The treatment of rheumatoid arthritis.
Thank you very much. And they also talked about a drug for acute. Thank you. Hyponatremia.
Yeah, fabulous, Tyler.
Amazing. I think we should wrap this up. We'll be back for you in just a minute with more notes from the Lazard conference.
Great, thank you.